What's going on, guys? So I'm doing my 2018 in-person and TTM um, top autos that I received this year. So I'm gonna go through those and show you what I got this year. If you've been following me through this journey of this year, you have an idea of who I've gotten this year, and if you follow me on Instagram at Card Brothers, you know what I've gotten this year. So I'm going to show you my personal top 10 autographs of this year, and some honorable mentions, of course. So we're going to start with our honorable mentions, or my honorable mentions. Um, I'm going to show you 4 cards, of course, but they're all one. They're all one because these are the guys on my home team here. So we have Dalton Varsho, Jazz Chisholm, Pavin, and Drew Ellis. All these guys were really cool to us this year here in Visalia. Shout out to all 4 of them. Shout out to everybody on the Rye High team. Shout out to Marcus Wilson, Anthony Greer, Matt Peacock. I don't know his first name. I'm blanking on his first. I think I want to say Stephen Riley, but the pitcher Riley Bo Takahashi, who was not with them but started the year off with them. He got promoted. Dominic Maligro, I think that's how you say his last name. Shout out to him too. Shout out to anyone, Luis Alejandro Basabe, who was also on that team. All these guys were awesome. Ramon Hernandez, all these guys were wonderful guys. To be honest, I don't think I ever saw them ever shut down anyone for an autograph. And they were just really nice, and hopefully they just keep being really nice people. I wish them nothing but the best this off season. Hopefully they get some rest and continue their playing career. So shout out to those 4 guys. We're the Raw High team, but now we see these 4 guys that I can show you right now. So that's part 1 of my honorable mention. Another guy here, for the same league, the Cal League, is Colton Walker Shimmer here. Colton Walker, he was super cool, super nice. This guy can play D. He plays third base. Do I see him replacing Aaron Arenado? Defensively, he's really good. Offensively, he's good too, but obviously only time will tell. I did not see Nolan Arenado pass through to the California League. That would have been in 2010, which would have been super cool. But he's a superstar in the making right here. So shout out to Colton Walker. Here we go. This guy right here, Michael Baez for San Diego, who's a top prospect for them. He was super cool. He was born in Cuba, came over, was signed by the Padres. I didn't see him pitch this year, but he throws heat. He was super cool. I had a couple conversations with him since I speak Spanish. I know he does. So of course, if you talk to him in English, he doesn't really understand, or I'm not gonna say he doesn't understand, but I'm sure he does to a certain extent. But I can tell that he felt at least somewhat comfortable with me and having a conversation with me and my wife. He was super cool. And then shout out to Michael and everybody on Lake, Adrian Orejon. Buddy was tough to get, but I did get him. So another real cool person here is Peter Alonso. Man, this guy can freaking hit. He has some insane power. So he was super cool. And the last of my of that little set that I'm doing, is this one here, Ben's Biz. So if you listen to the show before the show podcast, of course, it's an MiLB podcast, and I know he has a card, and I reached out to him on Twitter, and he sent me, said just send it to this address, and I sent him the card, and then he sent it back. He wrote to me, and then Tyler Mon and Sam Dykstra, one of them, I think Sam, is the one that wrote to me back with this card of Ben's Biz, letting me know that we appreciate you hearing the show. So they were really cool. So I need to send Sam a card, even if it's just a normal card, for him to sign for me. So that is my honorable mentions for this year. So in no particular order, here are my top 10. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, no particular order. I'm just counting to see if I have 10 cards. Here are my top 10 autographs of this year, whether I got them in person or they were a TTM. Okay, so I'm gonna start off with my hometown guys here. Not hometown, but my home team here. Drew Ellis and Pavin Smith. Again, they were really super cool guys. I'm sure sometimes they didn't want to sign, but they did anyway. So, and it's not like I abused them and had like them sign 45 cards each time I saw them. You know, at most I had for them was 2 each time I saw them, but I didn't even ask them for an autograph every time I saw them too. So, but this one, because it's a dual, so I have a couple more of these. I think I have 2 more of these, and then for like some like Seattle and then Oakland. So I'm pretty excited to get those done. So that's one. Here's another one, Joe Adele. He is a monster, man. He is super cool too. He's gone through 3 levels right now. He went from Class A to High Advanced, and then he went to AA. Now he's in AA, so he's super cool. He's a monster. Hopefully he can stay healthy, which he has been all year, and tired up in the big. So who knows what the future has in store for him. But this guy can flat out play. And if you've seen me before, you've seen that I got him on the ball in my previous video. So there's another one. John Duplantier. So again, my home team's the Rawhide. He was not on the Rawhide this year, but he was last year. And I know I sent him a TTM through the mail autograph, and he signed it. You know, sent it back. So John is a super duper cool dude. I can't. No, I don't know. He's just super cool. And I know he wasn't as healthy this year as he was last year, where he dominated and was the minor league pitcher of the year. But whatever he did on the mound this year in AA in Tennessee, he just tore it up. I know I think he has a 6-1 record. His ERA is still low. You know, he's a dominant force. Just hopefully he can stay healthy, and he can break some doubts of those guys that don't think that TCU pitchers can last in the big leagues. So hopefully he can do that and pull through. I wish him nothing but the best. Here we go. Another one is this one, Alex Verdugo. I saw him with Oklahoma City. If you've seen my videos in the past, again, you would have seen that I got him on a couple items. I didn't know what to expect from him, because I know he is a high level prospect, and I was just curious on, man, how is he gonna sign? What are his signing habits? And he was incredible, man. I know in the beginning of the game when I first saw him, he was good. He signed, and I went the following night, got another card done, and then after the game, he signed for about 30 minutes in the stadium, just signing for anyone and everyone in the field. I even got to take a picture with him. He was super cool. You know, he's Mexican American, which even though I'm still pretty cool though, because he did all that for everyone, and he's a Mexican American player. And if you know, I collect Mexican players or Mexican American born players, or you know what, as long as they have Mexican blood in them, I usually collect at least 1 or 2 cards of him. And to get him to autograph a ball for me and a card for me, that was so awesome to take a picture. So I think I put that on the previous video. So that's that. The next one is Juan Soto right here. So I sent him a TTM. I don't know. I think it was for spring training, and man, has this guy taken off. I know he was obviously a high prospect to start the season for the Nationals, and I was like, hey, you know, I have a card, so let's just send it to him in spring training. I got it back like about a month later, and I was like, hell yeah. And obviously, once he started playing, I was like, oh wow, that I got lucky by getting him when I got him. So that was super cool of Juan. Juan, thank you, muchas gracias, for signing this awesome card for me. Here we go, Walker Buehler. I got him through the mail. I sent it last year, actually. So last year he was with Rancho, and I was hoping to see them in Visalia, and he got promoted to Tulsa like 2 weeks or a week before they hit Visalia. so I never got to see him. This year I was hoping he would stay with Oklahoma City, and of course he got called up, and hasn't been down since. But this one I sent it last year, and I did not get it back until like January or February of this year. So I'm gonna count it as this year because I received it this year. Walker Buehler is a beast. So shout out to Walker or Ferris. If you've seen this weekend's jersey of his, it's Ferris. And last on the card is Royce Lewis. So I sent Royce Lewis a card, 2 cards actually. He got them both signed and returned. You know, he personalized both. Man, this guy has taken off as well. As you know, 2017 first round draft pick. He's been nothing but awesome. So, and then obviously he's a first round draft pick as well from last year. But he's number 1, and then Pavin was also from the first round, I think top 10, 7th overall, to the Diamondbacks. So, pretty cool stuff, man. So, those are for the cards. So I just showed you 8 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, sorry, 7 cards. Okay. So here we go. The last 3 items. This is the Julio Urias ball that I got signed by him. He was super cool. I also took a picture with him. It's on my Instagram posts under Card Brothers. So obviously he's a Mexican-born player. So I had to get this guy. I had to get him. So I did. Shout out to Luis. He's cool. He's pretty cool. He's awesome. So I wish him the best. Hopefully he gets on the San Diego Padres roster in September when the rosters expand, and hopefully he starts next year. So time will tell. Okay. Getting to number 8 of but no one in particular, but the 8th item or 8th person here is Mr. Evan White. He is super cool. He's super cool. He keeps conversation with you. He's awesome. And the people that have graphed the Cal League know how cool and how humbled Evan White is. So shout out to Evan White. And then I'm showing you this because I got a bat the other day, and it doesn't have his name, but I made him sign that bat for me. So I had to do that. I had to. Super cool dude. So that's item or person number 9. And last but not least, I got a different World Series champion in my collection now. Obviously, as you know, I've gotten Tony Kemp, J.D. Davis, Derek Fisher this year, and obviously they were all on the Astros World Series team, or at least on the 40-man roster. And then I'm going to show you this one that I did not show 2 weeks ago on YouTube. I did show it on my Instagram though. So there you go. That's Matt Holliday. Matt Holliday on these pretty cool edits. So he's playing with right now with the Rockies, but he was assigned to the Albuquerque Isotopes, which is the AAA team for them. And I had to get these customed, and then I have 2 of these. This one is for my brother, who's a big Cardinals fan, so I had to get something for him signed. This one is for me. So that's how my year's been, guys. Hopefully everyone's year's been great as well. If you've kept up with my Instagram post, I got a mail day yesterday, the day before, of Bryce Terang, who's the first round draft pick of this year for the Brewers, and on the Pioneer ball or the Rookie League ball. And I also got a top prospect autographs, obviously official by Panini or Topps. So check those out. If you have any questions, just hit me up. But until then, guys, keep collecting. Just have to wait for Bowman, the two next Bowmans to come out, the Topps Heritage Miners to come out, and so I can start, stashing my cards away for next year. And of course, I'm gonna throw in some TTMs in the fall, in the Arizona Fall League. So hopefully, I get some signed and sent back. It's gonna be a long off season again, like it just was last year. But when the season comes around, it's gonna be that much greater. That's that much awesome. So catch you guys until then. I'm sure I'll make a video from now until December, and I don't have to show you guys this top 10 autographs of this year. So until then, guys, make sure you keep collecting. And if you have seen my videos and I collect Luis Urias, I got a bat from him. I bought a bat that was his with the inscription of Luis Urias autographed saying Viva Mexico. So that's a further back in this year. So I'm just trying to remember what I got. But until then, guys, catch you guys later. Hit me up on Instagram at Card Brothers. Let me know that you saw this video, and I pretty much, for the most part, I pretty much follow people that collect. I don't follow a lot, but if you let me know, hey, I saw your video, you have a pretty cool collection, or if you have a sucky collection, you suck, whatever it is, and just let me know you saw it. I'll most likely follow you because you're interested in what I'm doing, and I should take interest in what you do and what you collect too. So, but until then, guys, catch you guys later. It's I don't know, man. I don't know how to end it here because I'm kind of sad that this is ending for this year. See, I don't even know how to close it. I'm like, I don't know what close it right now. I just can't close the video. But I'm just gonna leave it at that, guys.